Hello and welcome to Hops and Bros.
The last of 2017 and the best of 2017.
So let's do a roundup.
For an open window on the crabby world, Max and Chris from Ups and Welcome to Ups and Bros. Yeah.
So, 2017, great year for Hops and Bros.
We had ups and down. Hops
Where you had
and down.
Hops and Bros. We did have Hops and Bros on the show.
Yeah, we
had
did.
both.
We had both
And
of
we
them.
had the Hops and Bros beer as well.
Exactly, and we had friends like R&D Beer Blast. We actually met with them, with Nathan, in 2017.
Yeah.
We met with BOS Podcast.
Yeah.
Also, we made with this
613 beer.
Beercast.
Beercast.
Plenty of people.
Yeah.
Plenty of people. So 2017 is full of beautiful things. I know I'm always saying that there's always bad things, but
There's always good things as well.
I'm still hurt. We lost like a few breweries.
Notably
left us.
one, Trou du Diable was, I think, the biggest hole that we got in
still ailing.
2017. Get it?
It's still
Hole?
ailing.
Trou du Diable? It was a pun, but I guess only you bilingual people will have...
Yeah, and I don't find it that funny, so it
it's
kind of
pretty
like breaks the... your stand-up, it's coming up, man.
It's
We're
not.
working on it.
It's funny because you're going to get that reference only in the next video.
Next year, only next year.
Only next year.
Breaking the fourth wall again. But also, we saw a new brewery blossoming.
Yeah, a bunch of great breweries that opened up, a bunch of great beer that got brewed.
Yeah, Straight Dog Brewing Company got opened up.
What else is
looking
what can I
at
do?
Small Pony Barrel Works. Just speaking of them.
Beer-free brewing also. Are they
Beer-free brewing.
operational?
I think it's still...
It's starting.
It's
though.
starting.
Yeah,
it's
because I'm
starting.
seeing a lot more activity on the
social
Facebooks,
media
on the
and all that
socials for
stuff.
that.
So-
Looking forward to having more beer from them and actually meeting up with them because we have been in contact. We just haven't had
there's
time.
a spot right here.
There's a spot. There's always a
right
spot
here.
between me and Chris.
It's
it's
for
sort
an extra
of
beardless guy.
sort of a Max and Chris sandwich, if you will. So, Chris, let us talk about the beers that we loved the most filming in 2017.
Basically, we reviewed 52 beers in the last
52
year.
beers.
52 beers. So it's
There's
more than
52 weeks in a year. One beer a week. 52
leads us to
beers.
52 beers. So
That's awesome, though.
So I told Max,
it's a big number.
look back at them, pull out the 3 beers you love the most to drink. So I know we don't always get our hands in that kind of stuff. So saying like which one is the best, we don't really do this.
I don't think it's the best in this case either. I think it's mostly the more memorable one. Mm-hmm. Like for me, making the list wasn't that hard because I just went on our site and I'm like, oh, that one, I remember this, I remember that, I remember that.
This was good. This was
all
good.
of them
This was
were good. All of them were good. If they
good.
weren't good, we would not have reviewed them. But some of them marked us
Exactly.
in a way.
So. Should we start it right now?
Let's start. I'm going to start.
Yeah, go ahead.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Omnipolo, the Zodiac.
Ooh.
That was a great IPA. Really loved it.
If you guys look a little bit at our set or been on our set,
there's a couple
It's the
of them,
most
right?
popular can on our set.
Yeah, there's 3.
We have 3 cans, and there's one more in the bucket right here.
Yeah, so it is. It's a great beer. One of the reasons
fantastic beer.
why I loved it is I had a conversation with a guy at the brewery.
Okay.
A random guy. He's coming in to buy some beer and he likes IPA. So I naturally go through the IPAs that we have at the brewery, and he's like, blah blah blah. I'm going to Toronto. I'm like, oh, you're going to Toronto? You definitely have to try out the Zodiac.
Yeah.
You have to try it out. It's great. It's not many LCBOs here. And then 3 weeks later, I get an email. He's like, dude, I tried it. It's awesome. I'm bringing you back. So I'm like, no way.
That's great.
It's
fantastic.
the community, the concept of just talking about something and influencing the taste of someone else to try it out, just to try it.
And led you to having some back.
Exactly. It's awesome. I really
fantastic.
enjoyed that communal kind of beer experience.
Friendship. Cool. So,
Chris.
leading me to my 3.
Yeah, go ahead. Beer
it's
number 3.
also related to beer community. So, it's a collab between Alcyon Barrel House, which is one of my favorite breweries from this year, with Stone CDLs.
Nice.
The Brett Friends Forever.
Bread Friends Forever.
2. So this beer, I just love the whole thing, the whole concept. Austin Barrels, I'm really totally in love with those guys.
Awesome,
Same thing for Stone City Ales, and just these two in one bottle just made my day. And also, I did really enjoy the flavors in this beer. It was what I was looking for. The level of complexity is also something that I really enjoy. So beer-wise, this is my number 3, and I really did enjoy it. I don't have more to add to it.
That's an awesome pick. It really was a good
it's still
beer.
in my mind. So every time they're asking, like, what's the good thing?
I'm looking forward to the next Halcyon Barrel that we can get our hands on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait. Number two, Max. Number 2.
Number 2 is a bit of a... I guess it's just... Anyways, it's obvious. It's the Milk Shark from Bellwoods. I'm a big fan of Bellwoods. We don't get enough on the show, and just the concept of having one beer and changing the fruit in it, I thought it was interesting. Was awesome. We got our hands on the pineapple one, which I'm not a fan of pineapples, but I really like that one. And then I think we also had Nathan brought it to us. Yeah, again, Nathan. Hey, which. I think we had a couple. I tasted a couple different ones as well, and also
I think
had
I tried
the Witch Shark
guava one, and the Witch Shark is the original one.
The original one, yeah. So, anyways,
there's no milk in it. It's just like the original double IPA, which is fantastic too.
But yeah, and it was our first experience with the milkshake IPA.
First experience
craze,
with Bellwoods too.
With Bellwoods as well. So it was a great first experience. Really enjoyed it, and really looking forward to tasting more Bellwoods. Up to now, I've never had anything from Bellwoods that I didn't enjoy.
Same thing for me here. Can't complain.
So Chris, number 2 for you.
Number 2 for Chris. So it's the Baie Rouge from Pit Caribou. I don't know. This beer kind of like it crushed me in general into like the flavor into it. I think it's the first fruit beer that I did really enjoy. So the first beer that was just experimenting with something different. The sourness, the blend of the just the flavors overall, and also the packaging. I think it's one of the first ones they released in their kind of like summer release with those like funky yeast, and it kind of like kicked off that craze that led Pit Caribou to where they are now in less than 8 months. It's impressive. They grew up so much from what they used to be. They were always super good. It's just it showed how good they are. I think they're one of the notable breweries of 2017 because of
those beers. Awesome brewery. Looking forward to more things from them as well.
Exactly, which we got invited to visit them. So in 2018, we might be over there. Road trip.
We'll see.
Number 1, Max.
Number 1. So
it's a hard one.
Before we do number 1, special mention the IPA du Nord-Est from Boreal. For me, was a great beer. One of the best Northeast IPAs.
My special mention also confronts you by saying that the Sunsplit IPA from the Main City was one of my favorite Northeast IPA that got out of the market at the same moment.
I think it was a great style for 2017. It really pierced the market, and for a good reason, because it's great beer, great IPAs.
It's up there.
And just the concept behind it, I feel like it should be more present.
More present in every single brewery. Everyone should do in New England,
try it
because
out.
We're in
exactly.
Northeast,
we're in the Northeast.
This is our IPA.
Yeah, exactly. It's our IPA, and I feel like we should kind of embrace it, homage it, if that's a word. It's not, but I don't care. Just make it ours.
Yeah,
because it is ours.
I like that. I like where you're going with this. So 2018, make the new the Northeast IPA or IPA, like Northeasterners.
Yeah.
That's big.
I think it's a big
step.
That's
a bold statement.
It's a good bold statement.
Ups and Bros, we're making bold statements. Statements.
So, my number 1 is the Assemblage de Lambic from À l'Affût, which to me is still the best beer I've ever had in my life. It is so awesome. Yeah. It is the best beer I've had on the show. I know people were like, I was faking or whatever. I was not faking it. Literally, the first taste I had, I was like, wow, this is exactly what I love in beer. And this style of beer.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Right on point for this beer. It's a
and
number 1.
Props to you, man.
For me, it's just weird. When I went to Florida, I brought back one of those big crawlers, and we reviewed the Subject 11 double IPA from Civil Society. overall, I think it's just the whole maybe brewery experience, plus bringing back the beer here, doing it in front of you guys, drinking it with Max, sharing it with like good friends. I think this is what made this beer my favorite beer from last year, and also because maybe it was my first time going out there in another country with my beer geekiness and me. I'm making videos, mindset, and just showing up over there and analyzing everything and feeling like I'm part of it a little bit.
Yeah.
I think the whole I went twice to the brewery, bought it back, and just the whole thing.
And it was
I have
great
really,
beer.
really good memories about this beer. Flavor-wise, great double IPA. It's not like mind-blowing double IPA, but
it was a
for me, it
great one,
represents a lot of good stuff that happened after that for Hops and Bros. So I went to Iceland, brought beers back. So it made like the beer tripping more like real, I think, for us and for you guys at the same time. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just my mindset.
It was
on
one
this
of the
beer.
first times I think that we had a beer from outside of Canada, and we went, you know what, let's do more of these when we can, because it's worth it. It totally is worth it.
So it rounds up my
That's
top three. It's
2017
simple. I know.
our favorite
What's
ones
your
from
top three?
2017. Yeah,
What's
let us
your
know
favorite beers this year?
your favorite beers from 2017 and what you're looking forward to 2018.
And
We'll see you next year.
I'll just take the next 2 minutes. What would you like to see more of Hops and Bros next year?
Yeah.
So this is like the part
It's
where
a
you put your
year-round
comment
up,
down.
so let
and
us know in the comments below.
What you'd
and
like
if you
to see.
haven't yet, subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment.
And we
Go check us out on Facebook, on Instagram, on the Twits.
Twitter and
the
on Tap
Tweedlees.
if you want to be our fan, but we don't do nothing on
No.
Tap. So
don't go check us out on
let's
Tap.
end 2017 on Fuck on Tap. That's another bold statement.